Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome to our team call. Tonight is an awesome topic, and I'm really excited for it. But let's get through some housekeeping, some quick announcements, just to kind of get on the same page, because I know we're all busy and we're all going different directions. So first thing I want to do is give a shout out. We'll do shout outs first, because I think they're the best. So let's give a shout out to Allison Rivas, who is busy dealing with the stress of her doggie having some issues, but is okay, thank goodness. Allison was our winner for the $25 Amazon gift card for contributing content to our Day in the Life coaching group last week. I did a random drawing today, and Allison was our winner. So thank you guys so much as well for adding everything that you did and all the value that you added to that Day in the Life coaching group. It was so exciting just to see your videos and learn about you, and also for all our prospects to see and listen to everything that you guys had to say about coaching. So congratulations, Allison, on that $25 Amazon gift card. I hope you buy yourself something really nice. Next shout out we have is for Tina Fraley. Tina Fraley is the only coach in the downline, and I can only see 5 levels down below me, so if there's somebody else, please correct me. But Tina Fraley is the only coach in our downline thus far this month that has achieved Success Club. So shout out to Tina. That is awesome, girl. I'm so proud of you. Everybody else is on the board and pushing, so don't give up. The month is so new and so fresh, and we still have a lot of time. But don't wait till the last minute either, because you all know what happens when you put Success Club at the end of the month and you start stressing. So congratulations to you, Tina. I have some shout outs for our coaches that added coaches this past week. We added 21 coaches to our downline this past week, and we have Tina, Kate, Nina, Allison, Linda, Crystal, and Jordan to thank for those additions to our family. So congratulations, guys, on reaching out a hand and adding some new coaches to this team and bringing them into this family. Make sure that you welcome them in the team page and give them a little shout out so we can all give them some love and get to know our new family members. A special shout out to Nina, who added the most coaches last week. So congratulations, Nina. That is fantastic. And I'd like to give a shout out to the team, the team in general, because our Wall of 500 officially hit 160 people this week. So we have affected and made positive change in over 160 lives so far. And we didn't start this in January. We started this about midway through the year. So just in the last few months, we've affected and had that impact on so many lives. So congratulations, guys. That is just fantastic. And that's why we do this. It changes lives, and that's amazing. So way to go, team. Also, announcement-wise, I just want to remind everyone that we have the team photo shoot coming up. There are only 6 spaces left. That schedule has filled up. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get some great, great photos and content and things that you can use for your business out of that event. So if you haven't signed up for the team photo shoot, do it soon, or you're going to miss out on getting a spot and securing that. That is October 29th, and we have spaces all throughout the day open. So if you're interested in that, or you're struggling on the financial side of that, but you really want to do it and you really want to try to make that investment and figure it out, please send me a message so we can make sure we get that done for you, because I want you to make that investment in yourself. So team photo shoot October 29th. Let's see what else. I want you to have your calendar out here, because I'm going to go over some dates, and I think that's important. So October 29th, team photo shoot, if you're interested. That's in Hagerstown. October 19th, which is 1 week away, is when the store closes for our team shirts. So if you wanted to get any of the team apparel, it's funny, I made a post about it the other day, and the shirt guy messaged me. He's like, wow, there was just an influx of people ordering. I said, I know, I just made a post on my team page. I said, sometimes our team needs reminded that we have stuff going on. So if you're interested in a team shirt or any kind of apparel that we have for sale right now, that closes in 1 week, October 19th. And that's the last order for this year, because we're going to spend the winter making and designing fun new stuff. So just put that on your calendar if you're interested. The link's in the team page. You can actually search in our team page, team store, and the link will pop up. So that is another date to put on your calendar. November 6th is an important date to put on your calendar if you're a local coach, because that's our team brunch day. And that is important. If you're local, we would love to see you. That's at 11 a.m. November 6th. And November 7th, that's another important day to put on your calendar. November 7th, we are going to do a team Core to Force challenge. I'm very excited about this. I am not looking forward to doing this program at all because I lack very, very much coordination. But we did a great team challenge a few months ago, and we actually did it live right in our team page. And we did selfies, and we had accountability as a team. So whether you're planning on doing Core de Force or not, maybe this will sway you in the direction of doing it. But November 7th, as a team, I want us to do Core de Force and all of us to get really into punching and kicking and ducking and all of that fun stuff together. So put that date on your calendar. It does come out the week before that, but that gives people time to get their DVDs and for you to maybe add some new coaches to the team that wanted to do Core de Force so that they can do it with us. So that's going down November 7th. Put on your calendar, put a big circle around it so you can start sharing it and promoting it too with your downline. Okay. Last announcement. I had the pleasure prior to this call tonight to talk to 2 local master trainers here in Maryland. I know a lot of the local coaches were interested in getting certified in something that Beachbody does through Beachbody Live. So we have some options available. I'm going to post them in the team page after this call, but we have some weekends and some options available and some different certification choices. So we have 2 great master trainers that are really excited to work with us, and they're just as energetic as Cam, although it is not Cam. She was not able to get approved to come down and do the certification for us, but there's some other great people that are going to be doing that for us. So keep that on your radar as well. We're looking at that towards the end of November so people can set that in their budget. So something to think about. And that's it with announcements. I think we have everything covered. I'm excited for the month of October. You guys are starting it off on a great, motivated, and inspiring foot, and I'm so excited to see what you guys do with this month and how you make it amazing and make it awesome for yourself. But right now, I know you logged on this call not to listen to me ramble about dates and important things that we have going on. You logged on to this call tonight so you could hear the amazing and wonderful Kristen Dunn talk to us about how connecting truly is inviting and how she does it. And she's going to share some amazing content with you tonight in our fabulous little time frame that we like to stick to because I know you guys are all busy. So Kristen, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you, girl.
Unmute. All right. Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to speak on the call and share with you guys. So when Jenna asked for some topics, I thought of this one, connecting, inviting, because it's something that I feel like a lot of people struggle with, and it's something that I struggled with for a long time and still struggle with, but want to share, I guess, some aha moments and ways that that I've kind of transitioned the way I think about inviting. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys tonight. And Jenna, I'm not going to be able to screen. Oh, yes, I can screen share. I was looking at the wrong spot. So I'm going to screen share with you guys. And get to the right spot. All right. So the art of connecting. So thinking of it in 3 kind of steps or bullets of attracting, connecting, and then inviting. And I guess the big switch for me was thinking about connecting as more of the invite. I feel like when I used to look at my my power hour sheet and my checklist and to-do list, the invite box I felt like was always the one I left for last, always the one I hated to do, always the one that I worried about most, and where I judged myself the most as well. But thinking of it more as just connecting with people and finding that natural way to invite has helped me to kind of push through that and just adjust the way I think about inviting people to join us. So first thing that I would encourage everybody to do, here are some pictures and some things about me, but I want you to think about who you are. And in thinking about who you are, that's going to help you think about who you want to attract, who you want to attract to your challenge groups, who you want to attract to your team. So who am I? I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a sister, a daughter, a social worker. Some of the reasons that I joined Beachbody and that I love the programs and this team is because I thrive on positive energy of others. I love the team atmosphere. I need structure of a meal plan. I need structure of of a to-do list. I need structure of a workout calendar. So all of those things, like thinking back to who you are, what brought you to Beachbody in the beginning, what has helped you succeed with the things that you're doing, whether it's Beachbody or other things in your life, and kind of why, like why that works for you. And thinking about then who you want to draw into your network. So who do you want to attract? I guess I was going to do, actually just have you guys like jot down some notes or think about, and I'll share these slides as well, but think about that. So your first like call to action is to sit down and think about who are you, and kind of jot down some different things. And you may have picked some of this up in other trainings too, about thinking about the 5 different things that define you. But think about who you are and who you want to attract into your groups and into your business and onto your team. All right, and then ways to attract. Okay, so one thing that kind of like clicked for me and helped me move along is just the idea that you're constantly inviting. Okay, so you when you send that initial friend request, if you're using social media, which I think most of us are, sending a friend request is inviting them, right? You're inviting them into your network. You're inviting them to be friends with you. You're inviting them into a conversation. So that simple action of adding to your network is your first invitation to that person. Turning to somebody in the grocery line, in the checkout line, and saying hello, you're inviting them into a conversation. You're engaging with them. And so always looking for ways to grow your network and to grow your market, and just make friends with people, right? So some ways that I have grown my market is just looking at friends on Facebook. You can go to Friends of Friends, get your classroom, your school contact sheets out, your memory jogger. Interest groups on Facebook is another place that I have connected with other people. So getting into moms groups, runners groups or clubs, fitness related groups. I'm in a social work humor group because I'm a social worker. Yard sale pages. So sometimes going through and scrolling and seeing somebody that's either looking for fitness related equipment or selling things or asking questions about stuff, those are ways that you can engage in conversations and then connect with people outside of those groups as well. So being active in some groups, fashion, I know there's some people in here that have fun with fashion. That's another place where you can put yourself out there, engage with other people, and draw more people into your market as well. And sharing consistently, that's one of our daily to-dos, right, is sharing consistently on social media and sharing about other things, not just Beachbody, but just about you and about your life. And again, thinking about who you want to attract, think about what attracted you, and share that information and share those posts. So, and adding value, right? So I added some questions on here, and again, I'll share these slides. I'm not going to read from all of them, but add value to your followers, add value to the people that you're connecting with, and sharing it on your personal page, but then also taking it into personal messages to really engage with other people. So your call to action on this spot is, when we get off this call, I want you guys to take 5 minutes and jump into Facebook and find a couple friends, right? Friend request 3 to 5 new people. Make that initial connection and that initial invitation into your market, and engage with them. All right, so some fun ways to engage. Again, just sharing and being consistent, but sharing fitness tips, sharing recipes, or asking for recipes, right? I don't know if you guys do this on your pages, but asking people for advice or for help. People love to help. Like, we love to help, right? That's why we're here. Other people like to help you as well. And I would encourage you to try that, right? There's another call to action in there. Try it. Ask for a piece of advice. I'm telling you, you'll get more engagement on a post where you say, help, I need some advice, or I need some tips, than you will on others, or at least I do. And it's just a fun way to engage people. And it's also pretty cool to see how many people comment, and it gives you that boost to know how many people are really seeing your stuff on Facebook and engaging with you. Clean eating ideas, recipes, hosting free groups, asking for advice, and of course motivation, spreading the love and spreading positive energy, and being intentional with your posts. So thinking about, I'll move on to the next page, but I'm a little mixed up. So thinking about what your next group is going to be when you're putting your posts out. So if you're going to run a clean eating group, like thinking about posting about what you're eating, and just share different things like that to then engage people and get them interested in that, so that when you invite them into a group, then they know what you're talking about and they're ready to join you. So then next step is connecting, right? So taking it to a personal message. And again, I will share this, and I've kind of scripted out some of the different ways that I've engaged with people in a personal message. So, and just some different timing for it, right? So I send that initial friend request, and when I see that they've accepted my request, I might jump on their wall, I might check out what they're doing, find something that I can connect with, and I'm going to send them a message. Thank them for adding me, and depending on, obviously, the relationship, if it's an old friend that I just connected with, or, a friend of a friend, finding something to connect and have in common with them and sending out a message. If you see that they've liked your post, or maybe they've been liking several of your posts, just reaching out and thanking them for their support, seeing a picture on their page, kind of scrolling their wall a little bit and seeing what they're up to, and then take it to a personal message. That right there is another way of inviting them in. You're inviting them to a conversation with you. And you're showing interest in what they have going on. So sending them that personal message. Birthdays is something that I do every single morning. It's pretty much one of the first things that I do, is see who has a birthday and sending them a personal message. This probably isn't the first time you guys have heard that. But sending them a message, just wishing them happy birthday. And again, depending on your relationship with that person, starting a conversation from it as well. In any of the personal messages that I send, I always end it with a question, or intertwine some questions and a little give and take. So I might ask about their children, like, hey, I saw that cute picture of your kids the other day. How old are they? And usually I give a little back, so that I'm not like the creepy stalker that's asking about your kids, and let them know a little bit about my kids. So that it's, a mutual relationship there, not just me like popping in and saying, hey, and asking them 20 questions. But always ending with a question, so that there's something that they give back, and you don't just get that thumbs up, or, hey, I'm good. So trying to engage something and model what you're hoping to get back from them, right? By giving a little bit of information about yourself. And forming. So this is something that there's training all over the place on, right? But asking questions, being polite, being genuine, and listening, right? And when you do this, or when I do this, I will say, when I ask questions, and again, sharing in return and having a mutual conversation going on, asking about their family, asking about what they do for work, asking what they do for fun. There is a method behind the madness, and the stuff that we have been taught and that I have learned over the years, either from these team trainings or the corporate trainings, like, it's there because it works and it makes sense, right? These are ways that we can engage with people and find things that we have in common with them, and also find where they might be lacking something, and find where they need a solution to something, right? So either in their family or their occupation or recreation, right? So asking a lot of questions, listening, and engaging in that conversation. And again, like I said, kind of a give and take conversation. So when you're doing that, the invitation comes naturally, right? Because you are learning about, you're learning about them, you're listening, you're asking questions, you're building a relationship, and you're giving the opportunity to find places where you can help, right? And that's really where I guess things have shifted for me, where it's more, for me, my invitations are more continuing conversations, right? And continuing and building and strengthening my connections and my relationships. Do I send that invitation of, hey, I have a group starting in a week. I would love to have you in that group. Absolutely. But each invitation is tailored towards the conversation that I've been having with each individual. And it's going to be tailored towards helping them with the goal that they have communicated to me, or helping them solve the problem that they have communicated through the conversation. As opposed to the blanket cold invites that, yes, I was extremely guilty of sending when I first started. But making it more personal and making it more natural, I've had a lot more success with, and I also feel more comfortable with, because I'm coming from a genuine place and I've actually gotten to know the person, and taken the time to really think about inviting them to the group that will help them with whatever solution that they need, right? So when you're sending the personal messages, they're going to start watching, right? So even if they don't respond, you're going to show up on their news feed. So being consistent in sharing on social media and follow up, checking in with that person, and just doing what you can to continue that conversation, even if it lags and you have to jump back in after a little while. But they'll be watching, and they will see what is happening. And when they're ready for a change, and when they're ready for what we have to offer as coaches, they're going to know who to go to, and they're going to reach back out to you, because you're going to be on their mind when you take that time to listen and putting their needs first. So I feel like I really breezed through this. So be the coach that helps someone turn needs into goals, and then you'll have endless opportunities to invite, right? So again, finding what do they need? Is their fitness on track, but they struggle with nutrition? So you might be tailoring something more towards their nutrition. Is it the opposite, and they're like on point with nutrition, and they need to, incorporate fitness into their routine more? Then that's what you're going to tailor your invitation to. But helping someone else turn those needs into goals. And lastly, a quote that I think I took pictures of and copied all over the place from a training: inviting is connecting in such a way that you find out what the other person's health goals are, and then help them make the decision to go after it using Beachbody. So those are the slides I have for you guys. Let me stop screen sharing. Are there questions? And like I said, I will share, Jenna, I'll send you the slides, or I can post it in the team page, because I did go through and kind of script out some of the ways that I would make those initial connections with people. And you guys can obviously read through that, tailor it to yourself, be you. If you wouldn't say, hey girl, then don't say, hey girl, say something else. Make it you, make it genuine, and get out there and connect with people.
Yeah, that was great. Does anyone have any questions? I think something that you said tonight, Kristen, that really kind of stuck with me, and first of all, I love that you have slides, because that's way more organized than I ever am in my life, so that's wonderful. But something that you said tonight really made a point, that if you're posting, like, sometimes people aren't going to comment, or they're not going, like, they're watching, but they're not going to comment, and they're not going to like or whatever on your post. So when you set yourself up to be the expert in that person's Facebook feed of health and wellness or living a fulfilled life that is happy and taking care of yourself, if you set yourself up as the expert for that person, they're going to come to you regardless. So the inviting almost like does itself, right? Because you're creating that atmosphere of, hey, you know what, I'm your go-to health and fitness girl or guy, and I'm going to be available and right here still posting this stuff a year from now because this is my lifestyle and I love it. And so you're inviting by just being consistently who you are, posting on your social media every day. And you don't even realize it, right? Because you just post about your kids and whatever you did in your life today or whatever happened, but you're still creating that atmosphere of, hey, I'm that person and I'm here when you're ready to have that conversation. And a lot of times, I mean, I've been doing this a lot longer than most of you, but a lot of times you kind of get to the point you don't have to send out like the cold invites, which all of us did at some point in our business. Let's be honest, Kristen said it. But you get to a point that people start coming to you and messaging you, and maybe it's somebody that you did have a conversation with about their cute kid 5 months ago, but they come to you because you've created that reputation for yourself in this business. So that's why posting on social media is so important. Kristen, you nailed it tonight. Like that, knock that out of the park. And I'm really excited for you to upload those slides, because the fact that Kristen lets you guys see what she's scripting and sending to people, that's the gold, right? Because everyone's always like, well, I just don't know what to say. How many times do you think like, I just don't know what to write back, or I don't know what to even approach? Like, Kristen, thank you so much for being kind of open and letting us see into your inbox and what that looks like so that coaches can learn from you and from somebody that's doing it and has made it authentic and genuine and really focused on caring about customers and caring about the problems they have and the solution that we have to offer them. So thank you so much for that information tonight. Yeah. And I can't wait till you upload the slides so I can go ahead and start tailoring my own scripts. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to add on the topic of connecting and inviting before we jump off here this evening? Maybe something that's working for you? I would like to kind of give everybody a chance. Everybody looks pretty content, pretty much like they're ready to rock and roll and go do this connecting thing. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out on your Tuesday night. I know 8 p.m. is a tough time Eastern for a lot of people, and I appreciate you spending some time with us, investing in yourself and investing in your business. It will pay you back because you're taking the time today. So go enjoy the rest of your night with your family, do what you got to do, and have a great evening. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Night.